There was a big gap in the vlog. Let's talk about that. Vlog 4 starts here. So as you may or may not have noticed, there was kind of a big time span where I didn't upload for like a week and a half or so. And that's kind of a lot for what I'm trying to make as a daily vlog. So I wanted to talk about why that happened. Fair warning here, this vlog's going to discuss some kind of heavy topics. So if you're looking for something that's, you know, easy watching and funny and kind of goofy, then go watch yesterday's vlog if you haven't already, because that one is pretty fun and goofy. But this one's going to be discussing some heavy stuff, so just fair warning. And I'm not at all intending for this to be like a really heavy and depressing vlog. It's just, you know, some of the subject matter is kind of serious. So the whole reason why I didn't upload for so long can be traced back to one single thing: depression. For those of you who may not know, depression is a mental illness that significantly impacts, among many other things, your mood and your motivation. If you want to learn more about depression, I'll link some resources and videos in the description below. When my depression gets worse, it starts to erode at my motivation to do things and also my enjoyment in the things that I do. So as you can imagine, it makes it a lot harder to make a vlog when you don't really feel like doing anything at all and nothing is enjoyable. My depression had been worsening for a couple weeks leading up to that, and I was doing poorly in my classes, so it kind of became this snowball of depression getting worse, and that resulting in me doing worse in my classes, and then me doing worse in my classes made my depression worse, and it just became this really bad, vicious cycle. I eventually got to the point where the state that my mind was in was putting me in a dangerous situation. And because of that, I ended up spending 5 days in the psychiatric facility at my local hospital. For a lot of people, when they hear psych ward, it evokes images of One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, or people who are completely off their hinges running around in straitjackets. But, as you might have imagined, that's pretty far from reality. For me, a psychiatric facility provides me with a safe place to remove myself from a potentially dangerous situation. It also provides me a place to step away from the stressors of life, break that vicious cycle, and let my depression lift. Once my depression starts improving, from there I can start looking at different solutions to the stressors that I've been having that have caused me to be in such a dark place. So throughout those 5 days, that's exactly what happened. I took myself out of a potentially dangerous situation, I broke that vicious cycle of the stressors that are in my life, and I found new solutions of how to handle those stressors as well. Now, despite it still being there, my depression has gotten much better, and I've found solutions that I can pursue to those life stressors and break that vicious cycle that I found myself stuck in. Going forward, now I can know how that vicious cycle started and how to avoid it, and I also get to continue working on some really cool projects that I've been involved in, one of which I'll talk about tomorrow. So that's kind of where my mind was at, where I'm at now, and where I'm moving forward to. Thanks for watching, and if you're new here, why don't you think about subscribing? There'll be lots more content to come. La la la.